Hey, what's up? This is a review of Chat Money System by Marcel Fernandes. Before I get into my review of Chat Money System by Marcel Fernandes, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I do to make around $35,000 a month with renting websites out to small business owners. If it piques your interest, I recommend you check out the link in my description that breaks down how this business model works in more detail. But if you're looking for a new side hustle, which is why you're probably on this video, you should probably explore all options before settling on one. So here's one more option for you to consider. So what I do, like I said, I rent out websites to small business owners for monthly recurring passive income. The way that works is I'll build a website for something like junk removal services in Austin, Texas. Once I build out that website, I do what's called SEO on the site to get it ranking on page 1. I want my website to show up on page 1 whenever somebody types into Google junk removal Austin, Texas, because if my website's on page 1 there, people are going to click on my website. And if they click on my website, they're probably going to call the phone number that I have on that website. That little phone number I have on the website is a phone number I pay $2 a month for. It's called a tracking phone number, and I could control anywhere that phone call routes to seamlessly. So once I have calls coming in on that phone number, I have a website that's worth a lot of money because a junk removal company can make a lot of money off those calls my website's generating. So I call up a junk removal company in Austin and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I got this website that's getting around 50 calls a month for junk removal services in Austin. You think you want to take these calls for 7 days? And at the end of the week, we could talk about keeping it going. Usually they're willing to try it out because you're not taking any credit card information from them and you're not making them sign anything. You're just sending them free money. So they're always willing to take that trial. You give them that trial, and at the end of the week, you call them back and you're like, hey, how'd the trial go? Usually they're like, yeah, I made like a few hundred to a few $1,000s off your calls. What do you have to do to keep this going? You pitch them a number like $750 a month, $1,000 a month. And once you guys agree on a price, you take their credit card information. And that's when this becomes completely passive because all you have to do is run their credit card every month after that. You did the upfront work and now it's long-term passive gain. It's like internet real estate, building a house. And then all you have to do is find a tenant. Because if these guys ever cancel on me, all I have to do is switch the number off, call the next business owner in town, connect it to him. So the asset doesn't have to change. The website doesn't have to change or anything like that. But it's the best business model I've obviously ever found. It's obviously clearly scalable. I manage over 100 clients by myself. So it's really hands off. But if you want to learn more details about how this works and see a full breakdown, there is a link to a landing page in my description that explains how it works in more detail. I highly recommend you check it out. Give it some thought. Maybe this is the route you'd rather go instead. But if not, no worries. Here is my review of Chat Money System by Marcel Fernandes.
For aspiring online entrepreneurs, Marcel Fernandes presents a compelling hook. Holding the Guinness World Record for typing a complex sentence on a smartphone in just 17 seconds, his authority seems unquestionable. He leverages this feat to market his Chat Money system, promising a pathway to earning $3,000 to $6,000 per month simply by sending messages from your smartphone. This review investigates the reality behind that claim, starting with the business model itself. The system demystifies its method as a form of digital intermediation, more commonly known as drop servicing. In practice, the students become sales middlemen. The 4-step workflow involves finding businesses with poor social media engagement on platforms like Instagram, selling them digital marketing services using pre-written scripts, hiring cheaper freelancers from online marketplaces to perform the work, and then pocketing the profit margin. This isn't a simple texting job, it's a guide to starting a virtual agency. However, the fine print reveals significant risks. The course's 60-day refund policy is the most telling detail, requiring proof of sending at least 1,000 cold direct messages. This 1,000 DM rule implies an immense volume of manual labor and an inherently low success rate. Furthermore, students risk having their social media accounts banned for violating spam policies, and negative online reviews frequently label the system a scam due to its practically impossible refund conditions. Ultimately, while the underlying business model of service brokering is legitimate, the Chat Money system is not a source of easy passive income. It is a digital labor job that demands relentless daily cold outreach and a high tolerance for rejection. This system is only potentially suitable for individuals prepared for a high-volume commission-based sales grind and should be avoided by anyone seeking a low-effort or passive income stream.